Good morning. Thank you for continuing to join me in this series through the book of Genesis, just a quick devotional series. And today I want to take a quick look at Genesis 25 and hone in specifically on the part of Jacob and Esau selling his birthright for soup. Very famous passage. Some other things happen in the passage, but importantly here, this move of Jacob to sell his birthright is one of those stories that are a cautionary tale to all of us of letting the gratification of the flesh or the desires of the flesh rule over not only the spirit, but just the more important things. And we can see this time and time again where people give that which is important for that which is gratifying and pleasurable for an instant. So apparently Esau is out hunting and he comes back and he's so famished he says, I'm going to die. And his brother Jacob says, sell me your birthright. And this would be a ridiculous proposition. This would be like, having the winning lottery ticket and somebody just hungry for a meal, somebody who has the winning ticket, right, who's hungry for a meal and trades the winning lottery ticket for, $100 million for a fast food burger. It would literally be the equivalent of that. In fact, probably less. That wouldn't even do it justice, because what Esau gives is his birthright that God had promised to Abraham to prosper him from generation to generation. And so really here, it would be better for Esau to die. He would at least have the heavenly reward, right? And this promise and blessing that would go through him. Now, I don't think he was truly at the point of death, as though he says it in the passage, but it's probably an exaggeration. I doubt he would have walked in if he was at that point of death. They would have had to drag him in. But the point being is, even if it's pain or death, we're not to sell what God has given us. We're not to sell the promise. For us being baptized, we're given a birthright through baptism, a new birth. And we're given the promise of the gospel. And how often we sometimes sell that birthright short for stupid pleasures that are fleeting, that are an instant. And it wreaks havoc. It wrecks people's lives. It destroys homes and ultimately destroys our testimony. Matthew Henry says this: the gratifying of the sensual appetite is that which ruins thousands of precious souls. And indeed, it's true. Rather than Esau recognizing the sheer vastness of that promise, inheriting, all of the wealth and the promise of future generations and the greatness of his name, the text says he despises his birthright. That's what the text says. So he probably didn't really think, he's like, I'll just take it from my brother. Whether he fully comprehended what he was doing, it shows that he didn't think through his actions. He despised it. He didn't value what God had given him in his birthright. And oftentimes we as Christians don't value our baptism. We don't value our time at the Lord's table. We don't value our time hearing the gospel being preached. We don't value being raised in a Christian home. All these things are what's truly valuable, and we sell them short. Let it not be.